Alright guys, welcome back once again. So I'm joined here by Toby. Today we'll be talking about cost of living here in Berlin versus Munich, because he's coming to Berlin from Munich, visiting some of his friends. Make sure that you watch today's video till the end to understand what is a student life like. Of course, I'm going to be sharing about Berlin, he's going to be sharing about Munich.
Yeah.
But before we get into any of those discussions, Toby, please go ahead and give your introduction. And be relaxed.
Yeah.
You're nervous.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
relax.
Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
My name is Toby and I'm coming from Kerala. I done my bachelor's in engineering in Tamil Nadu in electrical and electronics. After completing my degree, I worked for several years in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. And now I am doing my MBA in international marketing in Munich. Yeah, yeah, man.
And how long are you in Germany?
This is my 4th month. Yeah.
4th month.
Yeah.
Still quite fresh.
Yeah.
Still adjusting in Munich, huh?
Yeah.
Alright guys.
I put the team on my back. I do it all for the family. Everyone think they can rap. Nobody ever gon' challenge me. Starting my week on a Sunday. They think they can make it in one day. I just been ready to take off. Waiting my turn on the runway. Never be turning around. Never be turning around. Ayy. Never be slowing it down. Never be slowing it down. Ayy. I keep my foot on the gas. I keep my foot on the gas. Ayy. I know I'm never gon' crash. I know I'm never gon' crash. Ayy. Never be turning around. Never be turning around. Ayy. Never be slowing it down. Never be slowing it down. Ayy. I keep my foot on the gas. I keep my foot on the gas. Ayy. I know I'm never gon' crash. I know I'm never gon' crash. Ayy.
Toby, before we get into too much nitty-gritties into cost of living, how much you spend where, how is life generally in Munich?
Compared to Berlin,
Yeah.
because I'm new to Berlin now,
Yeah.
I like Munich atmosphere because it's not crowded. The Berlin is very crowded and a lot of people, yeah.
Okay.
But in Munich is quiet and beautiful place, and it's really clean and yeah, man.
I agree to that.
Yeah.
I agree to that. I've been to Munich too a couple of times before. Yeah, and I saw this Berlin is a bit dirty, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really dirty.
Really dirty now. Okay, not a bit dirty. Okay. What else? What else do you see different?
Yeah, the stations, metro stations. Here are the old trains. Yeah, old one. Everything is old and outdated. Maybe. Just joking, man.
Just joking, but truth also.
Yeah. Also the ticket vending machine, and I think that it's old. But when you come to Munich, you can see that everything is new and they've maintained very well.
I'm sure you guys pay taxes. You have a lot of salary.
Yeah.
Pay for that, right? Berlin doesn't have so much salary. Sorry. Toby, let's start with the first question. I'm sure a lot of students are watching who might be thinking of going to maybe Technical University of Munich. A lot of big, well-known German universities are based in Munich. They would be interested to know what is the cost of living there. Since you've been living there for 4 months, still everything is quite fresh, as I said in the beginning. If you were to walk us through what is the price of accommodation, food, telephone bill, anything and everything, what they should know.
In Munich, we have to spend around 650 or more to get a private apartment. If we want more privacy, like a separate bathroom and everything, we have to spend more than 650. Yeah.
Give me more options. Like if somebody shares an apartment with someone, like let's say it's 4-bedroom hall kitchen.
A minimum they have to spend above 450 or something. Yeah.
But in Berlin, the whole apartment, if let's say it's 2-bedroom hall kitchen or 1-bedroom hall kitchen, then people usually share between 3 people, and then that comes up to around 250, 300.
Oh man.
Here, in terms of accommodation. So sure, go ahead. With what about?
But I'm talking about the private accommodation. But if you are lucky to getting into a student network, it will be cheaper. But in student network, we have to wait up to minimum around 8 months or 10 months. Yes.
It's usually the case in Berlin also. Okay. If you apply here in Studentenwerk, the minimum waiting period is like 1 semester or 2 semester.
And also we have to pay the insurance monthly. Yeah, it's around 92 euro.
Yeah. Public insurance.
Public health insurance.
Which one do you have?
I have a TK.
TK, yeah. In Berlin, I pay AOK, which is almost the same price, like almost 100 euro.
Yes.
Every month we have to pay. There's no way you can evade. But there are also students who go for private insurance, and there they pay around 35-40 euro. Let's move forward from here on. So we have taken care of the accommodation. You said minimum 350, you said?
Minimum 350.
Which is like extreme outskirts of the city.
Yes.
Okay.
Extreme.
For insurance, you said almost 100 euro, roughly?
Yes.
Okay,
100 euro.
that's usual thing here in Berlin also. What about food?
If we spend around 100 euro, we can live like a luxurious life. Yeah.
How much?
100 euro.
That's good enough. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like Berlin also.
Yeah.
Only if you cook food at home.
Yeah, that's the exciting part of this.
Okay,
thing,
yeah.
yeah.
Because in 100 euro, I mean, yeah.
We can afford the food from the hotel or something. Yeah.
Yeah, but once is fine, I guess. Once at least a month
Yeah.
in that 100. Come on.
Yes, at
Yeah,
least.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is again estimation number.
After
what we're talking.
all, compared to the Berlin in Munich, the traveling charge is little more expensive than Berlin, I think.
Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the transportation. Yes, usually in Berlin, the transportation tickets are already taken care by the universities here.
Yes.
We have a semester ticket.
And we
You also have that?
Yeah, the German government is funding for the students, so it's cheaper compared to the other daily tickets.
Yeah. Let's conclude this particular part of the video.
Calculating all around all expenses, we have to spend minimum of 700 in Munich as a
700.
student in the initial months. Yeah.
Right. I mean, again, your blocked account already has that provision to remove that much money, right? 700.
Yes, 720. Yeah.
720 euro
Yeah,
you can
720,
remove.
yeah.
What happens in Berlin is the expenses are not this much because gradually once you get settled down somewhere, the cost goes down.
If we are lucky to get a good accommodation cheaper than 650 or 600,
Right.
Otherwise, if we are spending 650 for an accommodation plus 100 plus 100, you have to spend more than 800. We
Right.
have to ask our parents to send money.
So what you're saying is it's better to stay along with more people in a room so that the expenses for accommodation goes a little down.
Yeah, yes.
Right.
In the initial months, if we don't want any privacy that much, if it's not a concern, then
Right.
we can share the accommodation with a lot more people. But it also like we have to spend minimum around 450.
Minimum. Even if you
yes.
stay with a lot of people.
Yes.
450 is still too much for Berlin. Toby, since there's so much cost involved, if I would be in that position, I would look out for part-time jobs to
Okay.
pay my bills.
Okay.
What do people do there?
For getting a part-time job, in my sense, Munich is very good because a lot of the companies' headquarters are situated in the Munich. Pay is also really good because the people are getting around 12.12 for the Amazon sorting jobs.
Okay.
And also some of my friends is doing part-time job in some e-scooter company and they are getting around 13 euro per hour.
Wow.
Yes. And in the Burger King, like restaurant jobs, we will get around 9.25.
Almost the same price like here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes. Almost.
The previous two ones were like quite high for
Yes,
Berlin. You
and
don't get so
also
much.
if you try for a good job, you will get it. Many of the companies is not necessary for the German language, yes, for getting a job.
Okay.
And also, if we try harder after our graduation, it's really easy to get a good job, like a full-time
Full-time job,
yes.
yeah? In your classmates, right? Do you think everybody has got the part-time job?
Yeah, some of my friends don't need part-time jobs from some wealthy families, so
Okay.
yeah, of course.
Coming back to this cost of living part, because that's the whole video about. Since the big chunk of expense is going for accommodation,
Yes.
if you were to advise someone, what is the cheapest way for people to find accommodation?
If you want the cheapest option, there are some cheapest options available in Munich also. If we are smart and there are some dupes like Indians in Munich and other accommodations in Munich, and these groups really helps a lot to get a cheaper accommodation.
Off camera we were talking like you changed 4 times your accommodation?
Yeah,
In 4 months
it's
only?
a usual thing in Munich that we have to.
It's a usual thing?
Yeah, it's a common
my
thing.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you ask to anyone in Munich,
Yeah, they keep changing
they
your
all
accommodation.
experience the yes. Everyone is keep changing from one accommodation to other.
Right.
But the job opportunity is very high.
I'm
That's
sure.
why the people is going to Munich. Yeah.
Right, that's for sure. That's definitely. One last thought of yours about Munich before we end the video.
In my experience, Munich is really good and it's a good city and it has some historical background and a lot more places to see and it's really clean. If you want to stay in a clean and good place and want a good job and really good pay, I suggest Munich is a good option for
Right,
yes.
right. Alright guys, so on this note, as he said, good quality of life, good standard of living too, high paying jobs available. Choice is yours, see where you fit in. Germany has very dynamic cities. Berlin is quite cheap compared to other cities. You can go to Hamburg also, quality of life is still good there. You can go to Dusseldorf, you can go to Frankfurt, you can go to Munich. Totally depends on what purpose are you traveling to that particular city. Okay, his reason was studying there, and that's what he's doing right now. Well, thank you so much for joining on my channel and sharing that information.
And also, I just want
Okay,
to tell that Nikhilesh was a good inspiration for me to come to this.
This was not planned. This was not planned.
Yeah.
Okay.
And his videos really helped me before I coming to Germany, and after that also it's really helped me. And it's really smart videos he made. And one of my experience is that he made videos about the grocery items and the registration part. And the registration
Ages
part,
back, yeah.
yes, everything helped me. So if anyone plan to go to Germany or something, you just watch his videos because it's really helps. Yeah.
Alright guys, on
Thank
that
you, man.
positive
Yeah.
note, thank you so much Toby for that. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up button. On this note, we'd like to say goodbye then. Yeah, bye-bye.